What's up guys, TC here and welcome back to Starbound Custom Creations. And to start things off today, we have an update to one of last week's weapons. So last week you guys remember the little the spear I had that allowed you to kind of jet propulsion your way around. And one thing that really bothered me with it is that it had kind of inverted controls. So if you wanted to go left, you had to aim right? So I kind of finagled around with some of the commands and stuff like that, and I actually got one. Now it actually works in the direction you point it. So if we jump up, and it actually pulls you that way. So you'll see here, instead of it pushing you back like it used to, now it pulls you there. So now you can do really crazy stuff. It's a lot more intuitive, I think. And when you pair it with the floaty pants like we did last week, you'll see it's actually crazy good for getting around. Yeah, it's like it's like so much better than the hover bike or anything like that. So you actually go pretty high if you're not careful. There we go. So let's get back over here, put on our regular pants. There we go. Alright, so moving on from the spear, which we have named the flight spear this time, we now have the ion laser rifle. So this thing is very similar to the little shotgun from last week that can shoot through walls. And you'll see, let's spawn in Punchy here so we can do a demo. There we go, there's Punchy. So you'll see the range on this thing is not super far. About right here. There we go. But it can shoot through walls, and you'll see it actually has a really cool sound. I think you guys might have heard it whenever it shoots. So yeah, I love the way this thing sounds. It's a very cool effect, and it's cool is that that laser effect you're hearing is just the beginning sound you hear when the Urkius mining laser fires. So I think it's a very fitting effect, and the projectile itself looks really cool. It's got this kind of like glowing pink hue. And then the fact that it shoots through walls is pretty satisfying as well. So moving on from there, I got a staff today. This is one I'm calling it's like an assault staff. Yeah. So this is kind of a similar take on last week's kind of support staff. This is a staff that's geared entirely towards offense. This one here has its primary attack. You guys all know this little fire swarm here, but the secondary, it's got the kunaiblast. So you can shoot those little blasts out from there. Make it a little bit more of an offensive presence with this staff. Up next I have what I call the Giga Taser. So I always wonder what would happen if they took like a taser and kind of like supersized it to be the size of a regular gun. You know, so it's like a super strong electric shock. And that's what this is. So it's like a really short range gun. Like super short range, but it's really strong. So you'll see there it does like 97 per shot on every hit. But you have to be really close. So it doesn't even hit right there. So yeah, it's just like a giant taser. And lastly here is what I call the status guard armor. So you put this thing on, and you'll see you got this really cool glow, this kind of a blue hue to you. You also kind of glow in the dark just a little bit, so we take this off. There you go. So you see you do glow pretty well, even without the staff. But yeah, it's actually, this armor protects you from statuses. Now what that means, I need to clarify, I think, because some people would misinterpret it. It does not save you from like stepping in lava, but the poison effect you get after you step in poison, it will save you. The frost effect, burning, like if you step on fire, and when you get off of it, you take the burning damage, but with this you don't. And then the electrified, which you don't see the electric attacks very often, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. But this does make you immune to all of them, and it gives this really cool glow. So anyways, that's going to wrap today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.